teeming with officers and onlookers alike. Out of the way, please. Move aside, Kano forced his way through the throng. Sasayama was lying in a mess full of blood. Sasayama! Kano rushed to his partner's side. The knife was still embedded deep in Sasayama's belly. His handle shuddered each time he drew a labored breath. Guess I messed up. Sasayama could only manage a raspy murmur. Please don't try to talk, Kano urged. Looks like I won't be celebrating. I missed his birthday. Sasayama drew a small package from his pocket. It had been neatly wrapped and fitted with a pretty little ribbon. Here, give this to Mi-chan for me. Kano shook his head. No way. You can give it to her yourself. You've never met Mi-chan, huh? She's real pretty. Probably surprised how pretty she. I know. You told me all about her. Kano, please, give this to my wife for me. Mustering up the last of her strength, Sasayama pressed the gift into Kano's hand. Sasayama? Damn. Sasayama's hand dropped back down into the puddle of blood. The paramedic team finally arrived at the scene. As Sasayama was loaded into the ambulance, Kano felt the surge of rage running inside him. Clenching his fist so hard his nails dug into his palm, he marched over to the captive Akarawan. You son of a bitch! He wound up for a punch. Takarawan's face only to have his arm caught forcibly by the elbow. Spinning his head around, he found Stanley standing there. Let go of me, Stanley. But the American had a grip of steel and Kano's arm wouldn't budge. They allow you to assault suspects here in Japan, do they? Kano bit his lip and then lowered his shaking fist. No, of course not, he growled. Akarawan let out his nasal chuckle as he watched the pair. With a cold glare, Stanley strolled over to him. Leaning close to whisper something, and all at once the blood drained from Akarawan's face. Visibly shaken, Akarawan said something back to Stanley. Stanley gave a slight nod, then left the captive with the police escort. Kano went over to him. Hey, what was that all about? Apparently, Akarawan gave Otomi some instructions, told her to go into a blue minivan that was parked along Doginzaka, so Stanley's hunch had been correct. But why had Akarawan confessed so quickly? How'd you get him to talk? You don't need to know that. Turning on his heel, Stanley went to report the news about the blue van to the task force. Kuze immediately directed detectives nearest Doginzaka to look into it. They found no blue minivan in the area. The order then came down for all personnel to search for the vehicle. Kano thought back to another item in the Dick diary. Dictum number 14. Use the dead as a stepping stone, but be sure to die a stepping stone yourself. In this abstract, Kano could appreciate the ability of self-sacrifice. When he thought of Sasayama's bloodstained figure, it wasn't so easy to keep his emotions in check. First time you've ever seen a fellow officer get hurt? Stanley had come back over to him. We don't have time to relax. If you can't keep your anger in, then do something about it here and now. Stanley pointed to his own jaw. Hit me, American style. Kano smiled wryly at the unexpected proposal. No thanks, I'll be fine. Eating this man wasn't going to make Kano feel any better. I'm the one who deserves to get hit. Thinking about Sasayama, Kano couldn't help but feel guilty. That word, Kano threw a punch. Damn. I'm gonna go with this one. I'm the one who deserves to get hit. Thinking about Sasayama, Kano couldn't help but feel guilty. If I weren't such a bumbling clot, Sasayama would never have. Hey, don't blame yourself, Stanley said. You guys have been doing better than I expected. More sarcasm, huh? Stanley's mouth curled up sheepishly and he held his hands wide. Kuze's voice sounded cutting over the wireless. We've located the blue minivan. It's in Jinan 1 Chom on Koen-dori? Ooh. Tell me it might be there, and maybe the kidnapper's ringleader would turn up too. On pure reflex, Kano broke into a run. Stanley followed close behind. They sped through the back streets, making their way toward Koen-dori. Kano was a pretty fast runner, but Stanley kept up with him without apparent difficulty. Were you in the army or something? No, the Marines. United States Marine Corps, a rapid deployment force specializing in amphibious landing operations, an independent branch of the armed forces along with the Army, Navy, and Air Force. The Marines' motto is Semper Fidelis, Latin for always faithful. It wasn't much further to Koen-dori. Kano, if we find that van, don't get too close, Stanley warned. If we be a trap. These people will do anything to carry out their goals. Anything, huh? Kano could sense the truth of Stanley's words. He reminded himself that his life could depend on remembering them. He raised his eyes. They were coming up to Koendori. What the hell was that? Suddenly a boom as loud as cannon fire shook the area. Something's wrong, Kano thought. That's no ordinary city noise. A column of black smoke rose up from between two nearby buildings. Passerby stopped and stared, gasping in alarm. Oh, hello. Sheesh. I actually recorded this? Yeah. Kano saw flames. This hadn't been an accident. Someone had set off an explosion. Shibuya precinct wasn't too far from here. Kano recalled the attempted bioterrorism attack on Kasumi. 2 years ago, the Tokyo Metropolitan Public Safety Commission obtained intel of an imminent bioterrorist attack within the city. Immediately afterward, an unoccupied minivan exploded outside the Metropolitan Police Department, and a device for dispersing a bacterial contagion was discovered at the subway platform at Kasumigaseki Station. Having determined that the city bureaucracy was the target, the Japanese government contacted the terrorist organization responsible in secret, making a deal to put an end to the threat. That incident had begun with a van exploding outside of the Tokyo PD station. Already a large crowd of onlookers was gathering. Shouts rose up as they took in the scene. What's going on? What happened? That car is on fire! Kano called it into HQ. He quickly slipped around to the back of the burning vehicle. It was a minivan. Peering at the flaming chassis, he could see that there was someone inside. Oh no. Could that be a Tomy? Once they had their hands on the antiviral, the criminals would have no further use for Tomy Usawa. Already the body had been charged to ash. At this point, it was hardly recognizable as human anymore. Keep out. What a keep out. Holy crap. Man, it's got interesting, man.